Kristen, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You spell Kristen with an I or an E at the end?
E.
With a K or a C at the beginning?
K.
That's how my Kristen does it. Well, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing just fine.
That's
Yeah?
How are
great.
you guys?
Good. Anything
all right.
exciting planned for your Monday?
Just going to work.
Work.
What kind of work you doing?
I work at a pediatrician's office.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that is fun.
Is there a fish tank? Are
Yes.
there highlights magazine and hardcover Bible books in the waiting room?
No, thanks to COVID.
Yeah, COVID took away a lot of those.
yeah.
That's fun. Yeah.
Are you guys still
can't
allowed
play
to
with
hand out
things.
formula samples?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just
Sweet.
making sure. Because that was always one of the wonderful benefits of having to go to the pediatrician when you have a new baby. Like in the beginning, you have to go every month or every whatever. And it's nice. You're like, can I get some Similac samples?
And
Absolutely.
get caught up in your latest Ranger Rick reading.
Yep.
That's funny. All right, so you know how this game works, right? You're going to have 30 seconds to answer 10 questions that begin with the letter of the day.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to open that up. Let's see what you got.
Jeff is in a goofy mood
What
today.
are
I am
you?
loving
He
it.
is slap happy.
Just thinking of Goofus and Gallant. Do you remember
I do.
Highlights?
100%.
Highlights magazine. Hey, you got the letter E today.
Awesome.
We've had a winner with the letter E.
Great.
I can't believe I remember that.
I cannot.
You're right. We did have a $1,000 winner with...
There are interesting things that come out about Jeff's childhood that are just so fascinating.
Yep.
The things that shaped him. Apparently, it was what? Are we laughing? What is it now that you're laughing?
It
What-
was kind of a comic strip in Highlights magazine. There was Goofus, who was the bad twin brother, and Gallant, who was the good twin brother, and it would always show like the different decisions they made based on their personality.
Was it the original Beavis and Butthead for you?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe that's what it
Because
is.
maybe, in later years, that's what you connected with.
That was always my first go-to.
Goofus talks during the movie. Gallant is quiet so others can hear.
Exactly.
We get the Highlights magazine. I need to look and see if they're still in there.
Yeah, do they still include those?
Goofus gives his friend an answer on the test. Sorry, Lee, I'm not going to cheat. Just do your best, says
Says
Gallant.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Look at you.
Erlanger. Entenmann.
Keywords.
Eggplant.
Simmons.
Elderberry.
Excellent.
Ecstasy.
Energy.
Eucalyptus. Engine.
Feel free to use any of those or not. Totally up to you. We're just throwing them out there for fun.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock over here. And I will not start that timer until Jen finishes asking the first question.
Here we go with the letter E. Name something you say when the Bengals beat the Steelers.
Excellent.
Something orange.
Eggplant?
A plant.
A eucalyptus?
A car part.
Engine.
Something you wipe.
Pass.
A candy.
Pass.
A scent.
Egg roll.
A TV show.
Ellen.
Oh,
Everybody
Ellen.
loves Raymond.
Everybody
Ellen.
loves Raymond.
Ellen.
I love the
They all
scent
come
of egg
to me
roll.
after the question.
I
Of
love the
course.
scent of egg roll, too.
Me
Egg
too.
roll is
That
awesome.
would be a quality candle.
Yeah.
Something you rub. I was
Right?
thinking eye.
Something you wipe.
Yeah.
Your eye.
Elbow.
What does eggplant look like before it ripens? Is it orange?
Is it ever
I have
orange?
no idea.
How about when it rots? Does
That
it
was
turn
interesting.
orange?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Yep. Oh, well, listen.
Hard.
Maybe somebody could paint
It
it,
is hard.
for. I just Googled it. Turkish orange eggplant.
It's probably got
Look at that.
what's
is
that?
a vibrant orange colored eggplant.
Look
Oh,
at
that
that.
would've
You got
passed.
that
It kind
one.
of looks
Right.
like a pumpkin a little. You
Nice.
just passed
Yeah.
that. Way to
Three,
go,
4, 5. So you
Kristen.
got 5 out of 10 on a vowel, which is pretty good, Kristen.
Pretty good. Be
And it's a
proud of
Monday.
yourself.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
is.
a Monday. Sounds
Yep.
like you got company in the car with you. Who's there?
Oh, yeah, my little one.
How old is your little one?
3.5.
3.5. Well, they were quiet while the game was playing. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't interfere with your concentration. That's over now, though, isn't it?
Well, that's gallant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knows when to be
party
respectful
is
when the
on.
adults are talking.
That's right.
All right, Kristen. Well, listen, you have a great day.
Thank you. You guys too.
Yep, you bet. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, see you. Bye.
Bye.
It's 8:28. Weather-wise, lots of sunshine. We'll see highs in the mid-80s. Right now, 57 in Cincinnati's Q102. Another check on the roads. Here's Tori. All right, it's 8:31. Jeff and Jen, Cincinnati's Q102. Jen,
Yes.
when you fall in love
Yes.
or lust,
Yes.
you fall in lust.
Yes.
Have you ever thought someone was perfect,
Yes.
but then they did something to ruin it for you?
Yeah.
I'll give you time to think of an example because it's related to this story I'm going
Okay.
to share with you.
All right.
Someone asked people to name things that can immediately drop someone from a 10 way down to a 5.
Yeah. I got a list.
This is an old PSA. Brooke Shields from like a million years ago when I think she was still a teenager.
Yeah.
And she did it like one of those ad council commercials. And she talks about how, she was at this party and she saw this really hot guy. And she said, I just thought he was really attractive. And then he whipped out a cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
Totally blew it for him. One of those anti-smoking.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
Right. So I guess that was it for her.
That was her thing right there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I wonder if smoking's still big on that list. I don't feel like I know a lot of smokers anymore.
I don't either, which is probably why it's not in the top 10.
Yeah.
But I'll give you some of the top answers.
Okay.
That can immediately drop someone from a 10 in your mind and then just completely ruin it for you. Drop them down to a 5 or lower. Number 1, arrogance. You could be the hottest person in the world and still be unattractive if you're arrogant about it.
Yeah.
Or if you act like you know you're attractive. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah. Entitlement. Like saying, don't you know who I am? Or do you know who you're talking to? Or
I'm now being arrested and handcuffed?
Yep.
Do you know my name, sir?
Don't need to know it.
You don't need to know my name?
Not quite yet. I'll get that
really?
information.
Okay. You're about to find out who I am.
That's fine. I'm not real worried about you, ma'am. I done told you how things work. You want to get out and get up in my investigation? That's okay.
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, guess what? We have a law for that. It's called obstruction.
I'm
Welcome to
obstructing
America.
your justice.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I'm being anti-American.
She was so drunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bless her heart.
Yep.
That's right.
Anti-American.
Littering. One woman went on a date. It was going great until the guy, you may have heard this on a second date update. Previous second date update. Guy tossed his Taco Bell wrappers out the window of his car.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out.
Yeah. No, that's a problem.
Yeah. It was like a big argument because he's all like, it's part of the credit.
Nope.
Number 4, constantly talking over people.
That's mine probably fall under that category or a real similar. My issue, communication. They're all communication issues. Like somebody who's a horrible listener. That there are 2 ways to listen, understand, and listen to respond. I really struggle having conversations with people who are always in the listen to respond mode and don't want to connect and interact and understand, what I'm trying to say. So that would be definitely an issue for me. Somebody who's not open-minded, that's communication too. Just quick to respond and give their opinion before understanding
What you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Let's see. Being rude or too demanding, especially if you're rude to waiters.
Oh, that's the worst.
This is a good list.
Yeah. Your only hobby is shopping.
I have other hobbies.
Like
I
what?
just am really
I'm just
good
really
at that.
one. Yeah.
I'm very good at that one.
Yeah. Let's see, shoving politics or religion down people's throats, especially if they obviously do not want to keep talking about it with you. No sense of humor. For some people, it doesn't matter how good looking you are. If they don't at least have a decent sense of humor, they don't even have to be that funny. They just have to find things funny.
Right.
They have
That's
to find,
big.
Sometimes that's enough.
They
Similar
have to find
sense of
you
humor.
funny. Right.
Poor hygiene. You look good, but do you smell good? And leaving your shopping cart in the middle of the parking lot. Some people are very passionate
They
about
do.
that one. Yeah.
They do.
Don't you feel like that's such a savage thing to do, though? It's like, why? Just
Why
run
do you
it
do
right
it?
down to the cart corral.
Yeah. I always struggle when I'm in one of those parking spaces. It's like really close to the store and it's equidistance from the store that it is in the opposite direction to the cart rack. So it's like, which do you do? Do you just go ahead and take it back to the store because you're just as close to the store as you are to the rack, or do you take it to the rack with the other carts?
Depends on the busyness of each route.
Wherever there's the fewer people, that's which way you go.
But if
Probably.
you return it to the store, do you put it like in the actual cart thing? Like when you go to the corral, sometimes you can just shove it in there.
Right.
But if you're going to take it to the store, you actually have to take it back and put it in line with all the other carts.
Right.
Yeah.
So which one are you?
It depends. It's so depends. I'm kind of with Tim. If the store's super busy, I don't want to go
Right.
plowing my empty cart through a bunch of people.
Yep. Let's see. Bailey says it's a turnoff for me when people refuse to use another person's preferred pronoun, or when people choose not to recycle, or when people choose not to floss. Yeah. I guess that would, start to collect after a while.
Well, yeah, people have, dental hygiene
Yeah.
preferences for certain.
Yeah, we posted this on the Facebook page. No?
Yep.
You can join the conversation on our Facebook page. If you haven't found our Facebook page, we're Jeff and Jen on Q102 on Facebook. Yeah. What is your biggest turnoff?
To me is when what's the opposite of being genuine?
Fake.
Disingenuous?
Yeah, fake. When you
Disingenuous.
when you can just tell someone is, I don't know, not being real and just sort of putting on this front, whether it be on a date, whether it's your server at a restaurant,
They're just not there.
just like give
Yeah.
me the real you. Don't give me this BS crap. I don't have time for this. That would be my number one turnoff.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.